As the man-eating devil was about to appear, the classmates quickly took off their jackets to cover the boy. However, just as they had rearranged themselves neatly, the fierce principal had already rushed onto the playground.
There's the maggot known as Nigel.
Just as the classmates were trembling in fear, the little girl suddenly pointed to the school uniform on the ground.
Around to those places.
It was thought that the boy would surely meet his end this time, but unexpectedly the principal was suddenly called before he could act. The girl then stated that the boy hadn't returned home last night and had been lying here asleep until now. Upon hearing this, the principal frowned instantly because the urine in the teacup was spilled in the morning, providing the boy with a solid alibi. The classmates hurriedly nodded to testify, while the boy pretended to wake up, looking adorably confused, and asked the principal what was going on. Even though the principal was furious, he had no evidence to act on. However, just when everyone breathed a sigh of relief, the principal suddenly noticed that one of the students had a ponytail.
Amanda Britt.
After speaking, the principal strode over. To vent his anger, he directly grabbed the girl's braid and began to spin wildly in the astonished gaze of all the classmates. The little girl was instantly thrown out of the campus, but the principal still felt it was not enough to relieve his anger. So the next day, he pulled Xiaomei onto the podium, wanting to accuse her of stealing cake and to put her in detention. Unexpectedly, at that moment, the boy in the crowd opened his mouth. Fortunately, at a critical moment, the boy quickly covered his mouth, but the smell from above wafted into the air. After a frenzied inspection, the principal discovered that it was indeed the smell of the stolen cake. Realizing he had been caught, the boy stopped pretending and directly admitted to stealing the cake. However, instead of getting angry, the principal had the chef bring back 100 pounds of cake, stating that if it was finished within 3 minutes, all previous grievances would be forgiven. To survive, the boy had no choice but to comply. The classmates began to dance to cheer him on. The principal thought he had it in the bag, but in the blink of an eye, the cake was devoured completely. The principal was instantly enraged by this scene and declared that the previous promise was void, preparing to send the boy to the northwest. Fortunately, Xiaomei intervened just in time to prevent a tragedy. Seeing Xiaomei daring to contradict him, the principal immediately created a terrifying little black room. Preparing to lock up the disobedient students, the classmates stood on their desks to resist, believing that a mere black room couldn't hold everyone. But the principal calmly pushed down the lever, and a row of luxurious small lockers opened. All the classmates were scared and hid under the desks. Just as the principal's plan was about to succeed, Xiaomei was not at a disadvantage. It turned out she had the ability to control everything. In the next second, she used her mind to control the chains. Before the principal could react, the chains quickly gathered and transformed into a terrifying monster. Then, the little black room was destroyed one by one by the monster. Finally, Xiaomei activated her psychic powers again, and the principal was immediately transformed into a double ponytail and pulled into the air, then directly flung out by Xiaomei. Thus, this crisis was finally resolved, and the principal received the punishment he deserved, while the school returned to normal with Xiaomei's help.